What's up, everybody? My name is Steven Sanchez, and today we're going to be doing some apocalyptic insanity. That's right, the world is burning, and so is this awesome artwork that's on the disc right now. Apocalypse. So what I got to do is I got to do some catch-up drawings here. And with that said, let's start catching up. Whip out your sketchbooks if you have it. If you're watching this on replay, thank you. Watch it many times, guys. It helps out the algorithm. I gotta say that. That's a thing. I pay myself every time I say that. Algorithm. Oh, stop it. All right. So also, if you want to hit the like button, once again, replay. Super7.com. Sketch Artist Sanchez. I have an affiliate link with them, and so anything you purchase through that link, I get a minute kickback, and that helps out the channel. So with that said, let's get to it. Booyah! And then we'll talk about eBay and all that stuff, because artwork is starting to sell over there, which is good in my shop. And when that happens, I get to be online more. That's fun. That's always fun. So I already pre-laid out the character here. We got some Troll House Comics. What up, Troll House? How you doing, bud? So what I'm doing is Apocalypse over here from X-Men, and then I'm going to do the tighter line arts. The tighter line art, and go ahead and see what I can muster up here and wrap this piece up and get it shipped off hopefully by the end of the week, because I have like 3 or 4 more people left. Constant, man. It's a constant. It never stops. But it stops this week because I'm not taking any commissions. I'm not stopping taking commissions. I'm just not taking anything for a bit. So all right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw some hard lines right on top of this, right? And I'm going off of my head, not really going off of any designs or anything. I mean, I pre-designed it off of a design, but I said, you know what, we can make it better, right? I wanted Apocalypse to be a bit more tattered up. He had just been in a fight with the X-Men, and why not, right? The one I never illustrated is what's this character's name? The Sentinels. That would be real dope. I'll probably do that one right after Kyle's piece. I got a piece for Kyle with the Maestro Hulk. With Maestro, it's like you have to kind of, you know, be in the mood to draw the Hulk. And right now, it's just like, I can't do the Hulk right now, so I gotta hang on to that. Hang on to that feeling. But it comes and goes. It's not too bad. All right, see what we got here. Make sure my audio is straight. It's more menacing without the pupils. I'll just keep the pupils out. Booyah! Yeah, I'll keep the pupils out. Put some text stuff in there. Yeah. Oh. Where we at? Where today is what? Thursday. Had a nice chat with Rob yesterday. Have to get the last one we did, I believe, was Leonardo for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I have that going at the ready. I think I posted the Leonardo over on my Instagram. So if anybody wants to see what Sketchcraft and Sketch versus Sketchcraft is going to be about, is that one. And then the one after that one is Darkstalkers. And that one, I looked at it, I'm like, I want to redraw it. And I can't because we already filmed it. And he doesn't want to redraw it, so all right, well, that's fine. That's fine. I'll try to clean it up. It's because I went color pencils with it. I'm trying to match them up, and I was like, I can't do that, man. It's just... Rob has a thing where he has to color his pieces, and I can't just color my stuff online like that. It works for him, it don't work for me. He good like that. He's great. All right. Boop, boop. So anybody that's new popping here, the show is pretty much just me drawing and character designing whenever I get a chance to character design. But when things get nice and easy in the sense of time frame, we got some heavy hitting stuff in the back burner. I got a bunch of stuff behind me that's on the table that I already pre-did for future vids and for the memberships, because I got a bunch of stuff I gotta drop in there. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be insane. So now my focus will also be over on the Patreon, but not just yet, because I gotta still clean up a little bit here. I don't want to be too many places at once, which is the reason the wait time can be a thing. But many of you understand, which is good. Now, Apocalypse is his lips. I never understood his friggin' lips. He's got these. As any artist who illustrates Apocalypse I look at it, I'm like, it still looks weird. You know, it looks like these weird bubble lips, and I'm trying to make sense of it, of the design, and trying to make it a cool factor. I guess I might have done a little better, but I don't know. It's always a head scratcher when you have to mess with a design that, you know, you're not really into. Just big old fish lips. And then they're blue. I like his color scheme. He's got a blue and gray thing going on. Because even when Joe Mad drew him back in the 90s, it was just like, all right, it's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. It's a very odd character. I see him a lot, but I don't really see him in the sense when they're doing Marvel movies. They only did it that one time, and it was like, it was all right. It ain't blow my skirt up. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get this thing going. And I have a cool little action figure I picked up years ago. The thing is like 4 inches in height, but it came with a Thor. I believe I picked up Thor and Apocalypse, and it's a cool little action. I should have taken that off of this video. I'll show it next time. And the thing is really articulated too, and it's like this plastic. It's so like durable. You just throw it around and not worry about breaking it. It's very rare to see something like that in action figures. And I would know because I buy a lot of action figures. My craziest one is MODOK. I love that one. It was like $50, still worth it. You know? And I've seen it on sale for 30 and even 25. And I was like, dude, still worth the 50. It's such a cool little cool figure. So I bought one of like those at Big Bad Toys. I bought one of the I guess one of the guardsmen that he has, like the scientists. They're like this yellow or orange gold wearing outfit with a weird hazmat suit. I forget their names. Some of the funnest stuff ever. All right, let's see what we got here. Do something like this. Do some slight cleanup. Was it slimy fish lips? Yeah, it's an eclectic look to the character, you know. I guess some people may like it, some people may hate it. I'm kind of like, I don't know what the hell to think. It's just so weird. It's like I don't hate it, but at the same time, it's just such a weird design choice. But then again, the character was like created a while back, so I guess it must. I would have to really look at those old first draft designs because I've never looked at them. So be curious to see what he looked like before. All right, so we have all this insanity here. I'm just doing all the line art on top of it. Amazingly enough, line work like this is a lot easier than drawing a human because you can play around with these lines and just with human features. There's like things you gotta keep proportionate and blah blah blah. You know. So here I've taken a little bit of free license to design. And have some fun with Apocalypse. It's a lot different today than it was Tuesday. Everybody had the day off. They were all in here just messing around, chit-chatting. Which is why a lot of people want to see me do this. Like I'm back at 6 o'clock, and it's just like, it's a hell of a trade-off, man. Because then I'll be falling half asleep all the time. Just like, I can't do it. It's like after like 4 p.m., I just start winding down. That's old man time, guys. For anybody watching on replay. That's right. Jay Salsa knows what I'm talking about. I know you watch these. I know you watch these. You're a weirdo. You're watching my videos. Alright, what we got here? We got 4 people up in here. What's up, guys? Once again, for anybody that's new or dropping in, hello. Illustrating the Apocalypse over here. And then, before I forget, because I will forget, ebay.com/USR/buy Sanchez Art is where I have my shop right now. That's where it's living. That's where all of the stuff is going to be from now on. Yeah. And unless I say otherwise. But for the most part, it's doing great. I can print out the labels. Everything's fine and fast there. It's just easy to... When people purchase, I can just package it up and then ship it right on off the next day. So fast shipping, prompt and courteous service by me, and so far right now pretty low prices. So if anybody's looking for some original art, like stuff like this, what I tend to do is kind of put these up. For example, let's say I draw this, I'll put it up on my Instagram and let it sit there for like 24 hours. And if there's no activity there, then I'll drop it up over on my eBay. It'll be a little bit more expensive on eBay because there's a lot of fees and stuff that I have to pay, but it'll live up there, and then y'all can just like check it out over there and see any new artwork as well, because sometimes I'll just post up more stuff on eBay than I will on my Instagram. I was stating that in my other video. So there'll be pieces that may not make it to Instagram. You know, just to kind of keep things a little bit lively and fun and make you hunt to look for the art. So the stuff you're seeing now is more of a tighter sketch. It's nothing like... I don't normally draw for my final pieces like this quickly. It's because these are lesser in value. You know, I think these went for like 23 bucks. So the time that I put into this is not the same that I would put on a bigger, well-known piece, or a more concentrated piece. Let me word it that way; it's better. So it's like, so you won't draw that fast? No, I won't. I take my time with it. Although I am taking my time with this one, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? It's a level. So then the question would be, well, what does it look like when you do take your time? I was like, I'll show you. So I have something like this, right? I'll lightly erase it on my normal speed. I'll make it weird. And then I'll come in here. And then I start to assess everything. So I start looking for the neck. I'm only going to do it for this side, because if I do the whole thing. And then everything is just kind of like a formulation, making sure all the line work and everything is tight. Whereas the other way, it's sort of like, that's fine. That's good. You know what I'm saying? That's like, it's like when you build a house, not many of y'all build houses, but when you build a house, you gotta have like the modern stuff that just comes with it. Go to Home Depot and just buy it. It's like, just buy a bulb. Who cares what kind of bulb? Just buy it. Make it the cheapest. So that's the same thing here. So here, I'll just look at this stuff and give him some type of neck brace over here. All right. I mean, it was simple to begin with, but I'll make it a little bit more tighter here. So then I'll just throw in the lines. And I'll keep the lines a little bit cleaner and tighter. So like little ciphers like this in here, I'll just add little bits of detail. And then that's the difference between a full tight and a light tight. As long as I keep it tight. There we go. So then I'll start adding like thicker lines on the outside. And then stylizing it just a little bit with the line work. This way y'all get a sense and feel for the difference between doing something that could be a little sketchy, but at the same time, you know, put a little bit more TLC into it, like the detail work. And so like all this type of stuff, I would have just kind of kept it a lot more simpler, but just to show you for the video. Then kind of come in here. So you can see the difference in how much more time I'll spend on something like this, and then just something that's just a little bit on the speedy side of things. Like that. I gotta be careful, because then I start getting into it, and then next thing you know, I'm giving him a full piece. No, the client is a very, very cool guy. Somebody who's been supporting me since like 2006, I think, or 2005. So yeah. I always give a couple of extra stuff in the packages when I send stuff out to him. So it's been super cool. It's like stocks, you know what I'm saying? Pay out those dividends, guys. Don't get stingy. All right. Gonna have fun with the design work here. Apocalypse, man, it's a character that seems like he should get a lot more love, and he doesn't. Because I actually dig the character, man. It's just they don't do nothing with him. And I don't read the comics, so I don't care about the comics, but I believe it was in the animation too. But they had like some dorky version of him. Oh, Cyber Monster! Donkey lips. We're just naming out the types of lips that that Apocalypse. Get it? Apocalypse. That's one for the books. Apocalypse has, right? Donkey lips, fish lips. Donkey lips. I don't know. I don't know about donkey lips. Puff it out. More puff, puff. All right, that pretty much does it for his headshot right there. And then the rest, he had this big A back in the days. He had the big A. And I was like, okay, that just looks stupid. You know, they've, of course, since changed that. But you still kind of want to stay with the, you know, give homage to the old design look. But then say, well, how do I undorkify it, right? And that's the whole point. There we go. So you can still kind of give that 8-ish look in there, but just design it. Kind of like Superman's S. Where it's like, oh, it's just a big old S on his chest for Superman. It's like, no, then they made a whole thing out of it. It was like, oh, no, this is his family crest. And which I thought was a decent idea, the family crest. So they un-Sified it, and they made it into something a lot more different, but still maintaining the S look. So that worked. A lot of people weren't into that weird black S, but whatever. Flip it around, make sure it's looking aligned. Everything looks good. Yep, everything's fine. You draw long enough, you don't have to do the flipping as much because your eye is just kind of, you're already trained to see the hot spots. I would definitely recommend doing the flipping of the page when you're starting off illustration. That way, because you're gonna see things warped. And trust me, I saw a lot warped back in the day when I was drawing. There we go. I got more of his stuff done up last night. I was just half asleep, man. I think I went to bed at midnight. Let me see if I can find it. Oh. It's right here. You're going to see the Schwarzenegger here. I got to get this one done. The Gambit. The Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, I can't even see anymore. My eyes are blurring. And there it is right here. I'm going to get you. Come here, Predator, you ugly son of a bitch. So there it is. That you got Schwarzenegger, and then you have the Predator losing it. And then Spider-Man Venom. So this had been sitting there for quite some time. Since last year, I believe. A couple of months ago. Not that long ago. So there it is. There's the inks. I finished these up last night. I wrapped everything up. I'm still exhausted, but we keep pushing forward, right? And so I still got to do pencils for this, pencils for this, pencils for this. And then these get colored. So I'll do a probably separate video of me coloring. It'll be 2 videos. I'll do 2 videos. People like seeing some marker stuff. Why not, right? I'll throw that in there. And what we got? Cyber Monster. There is a problem with his history. If he was around during the ancient Egyptians, he should have encountered Ramatut. Now you're going off of, is that based off of the comics? I'm not sure if the comics and the movie kind of gel together. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen that apocalyptic movie. So I don't really remember much. So I'm not sure if that actually coincides with the comic itself. Like the backstory, because sometimes, you know, they'll just like change things and just like, yeah, we're just gonna ignore this whole thing and it's gonna be Egyptian. But I think there is an Egyptian situation there, right? I draw with a thin pencil. With thin pencil, you can really get into the detail. With a thick pencil, it's kind of just you know, to get it done. A lot of erasing. Probably take a nap after this video. A well-deserved nap. A gallon of water and just fall asleep. I think yesterday all I did was eat potato chips all day. That's all we had in the house. I was like, oh man. I got too lazy to go to the market. I was like, oh man, I'm just gonna eat chips. Keep a bag of chips as backup. I have to figure something out in there. Keep it nice and clean there. Whoop. The comics. Oh, okay. Making sure. Got a little bit of detail in there. What's up with the Shirt Coca story? It's on hold. When bills come in, I have to put everything else on hold. It's been like that for years, man. It sucks. So whenever I get free time, I jump on the story. But I did write the I got a short that I whipped up the other day. Where is it? That's not it. I got so many papers everywhere in the house. It should be under the iPad. I wrote up a short, and that short is about 10 pages. So that's the one I'm gonna whip up for the what do you call that? For the website. Man, I still gotta get a freak. So much to do. I gotta get the face for the website for the Honison site. I just haven't had any time for any of this stuff, guys. And I'm trying to get things done before the summer, rather the spring, because once spring hits, then I gotta deal stuff with from the house. Because right now the house has weeds up the Yahoo, and I got the weed killer and everything already set up, so. It's the constant, man. It just doesn't stop. Man, is this thing, what happened? All right, there it is. Keeps locking up on me. What's the other thing I gotta do? I gotta do the short story video, the breakdown, because I know a lot of y'all are just waiting for that as well. I'll show you how to break down a story so fast. You're gonna be like, this, no. I'm saying, yeah. Then you're gonna be like, no. And I'm gonna be like, yeah. Then you'll be like, no. Yeah. And then you're like, holy crap, that's awesome. I learned how to write in like less than 20 minutes. It's all about compartmentalizing. Because I'll talk to like people who are like, oh, well, I'm writing this and I'm writing that. And you get to speak to a lot of people like that in the industry. Right? And they'll tell you a story. It's like, well, what's your story about? Next thing you know, it's like this dissertation that they've written up and they're telling you. It's like, that's not what I asked. You know, just give me that simple like paragraph. You know, aliens attacking, you know, the planet, and there's a savior and it's a munchkin, and that munchkin has to go out, and you know what I'm saying? And then, so it's like, that's what I want. I want that brief. Give me the trailer version. But you never seem to get that when people tell you their story. So that's the type of stuff I'll pop in the thing, so y'all can just kind of focus on the main part of the story, the core of your story. And I like to write because once you start writing, man, it's 100% in art form. You know, I see it like how I draw. You know, the layout, the sketch. You know, then you let it marinate for a day or two, come back to it, reread it, and be like, oh, I can change all these things out, and it's really cool. And a lot of people think they need artists, you know, in order to like succeed. I'm like, you don't need artists. There's tons of people who write novels and books, and it's like you don't have to have a huge vocabulary, you know, keep it simple. There's a lot of misconceptions about writing. It's just, no. I fell into all those traps in the beginning too. And I was just like, you know what? At the end, I was just like, I'm so tired of this. I just want to learn how to write. I learned how to write in 2016. I started getting into it. And I started just breaking it down. I said, okay, now I'm going to do it my way because I've already learned how everyone does it and I get it. And it's just like what I did with artwork is I just learned it on my own. I'm like, that's it. I think I had an art teacher telling me how to. No. You smell like beer. Get away from me. All right. I'll segmentize his butt over here. Fun with him. All right. What up, Donor? Yeah. What's up, buddy? One of these guys are gonna get on this week. I'll have to head up Heck and find out if he's doing a live. Cause now it'll be a lot more fun. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do a live now. I'm like, I don't know exactly where you'll be. You're gonna be on the YouTubes. I also got to do a milk heater run over at Walmart. I'm gonna get in the small bags though. For anybody who has not had a Milkita, it's a game changer. Just remember the stupid videos I was doing last year with that.
Oh, the Milkitas! Oh, so
delicious! Good times, guys. Good times. Get some Nokitas back. How was the show? The show was good. It was a last minute thing. I only planned it out to be with Noel, and Noel had a tech issue with his phone. A tech issue. He has an iPhone 7. They're on 16 right now. You know, sooner or later they're going to kill the iOS. You know, for the old stuff, and he's okay with that. I don't understand why he's okay with something like that. So anyway. He tells me he can't get on. StreamYard won't let him on because he needs iOS. I think he needs iOS 16, but he has an iPhone 7 with an old iOS, like a 15.8 or something like that. So it won't upgrade. So then he has another phone, and that went on for like 20 minutes. I was like, dude, I was just supposed to get on for a little bit with you, and that was it, you know. So then Google, Safari didn't want to work, and then I told him, get on Google Chrome, because that's what it says to get on. So follow all the rules, and like 20, 25 minutes later, he came on. And then that's when Heck hit me up. He's like, hey, man, we're doing a live? Like, we weren't, but okay, I guess we're doing it now. It was fine. It was fine. We'll be more prepared next time. Once again, it was just to kind of just throw everything together. I was like, you know what? You guys have been wanting to get onto YouTube for a while, so why not do it right now? It's a perfect storm. Because I wasn't supposed to do a live that night. I was just like, I was watching TV, just relaxing, and then all of a sudden it was just like, hey, you know, Noel, you want to do a live? Because sometimes you feel like drawing. And I'm like, all right, I'll just draw. I might as well do a live while I'm at it. Chit chat with you guys, you know. It's one of those rare occasions. Some darkness in here. Let me add the blacks. Nice shadow work. How about you guys out there? You guys creating anything? Cyber Monster, you said you were working on something, right? Because I saw you had that cool commission you made me do for you. The Frankenstein one. I thought that was pretty dope. So is that your character? Is that something you're fleshing out? What's going on with that? Did I post it on my Instagram? I don't know if I posted it on my Instagram or not. I don't even know if I have a copy of it. I draw these drawings, take snapshots, put them on Instagram, and I delete everything off my phone. I just don't have the space. I gotta make room for family photos. Whatever. I want my Thundercats in there. Got time for them family photos. Oh, the Jonesy! Oh, that's a greeting. See how I do it? I'm half asleep, guys. Expect it. What do we got? I have the flu. Oh, Shadow. Why? Why would you tell us that? Sidemon's got an android working on a story. She is my OC. Dope. It's a really cool character, man. I had a lot of fun drawing the her pistol. It was how to make it nice and juicy. You know what I'm saying? Called it Frankie. I don't know. I thought it was proper. Needles Kane, everyone, big boy. So, is everybody out of work right now? Did everybody finish their shifts and now you're just wanting to watch the old Sanchez work his apocalyptic magic? You saw what I did there, guys? Dad jokes. Dad jokes. I'll be here all week. Yeah, I had to take off yesterday because I had to catch up on some other stuff as well. It's always a damn catch up game with me. Whoops. Spittles. Damn catch up game, and I'm caught up, and now I'm gonna get caught up to this stuff, and keep the videos light and airy. Like my underwear. Alright. Let's get the those lips are all done. I'll do a light shading on it because it'll pop out the The look. Oh, excuse me. Where the heck that came from? Oh, yeah. I had lunch. Lunch. Hey, Chauncey, you have any OCs yourself? I'm not sure if I ever asked you that question. You're always working on like fan art, right? So I'm not sure if you're just a fan artist or if you're gonna do your own thing. Which I would definitely advise people to do. Do your own craft. I like right now I'm doing this because I'm just getting the last bit of my stuff out and then I'm done and then I gotta get straight onto Koga and then that's where this channel will start to beef up because I have to do character designs for my stuff and build my world, do world building, have fun with all that insanity and show you guys how I go about it. And if you guys learn something in the process, fantastic. If not, and you just like to voyeur, yum, I'll be here. People come in and it's like, I'm just coming in here for the hands. All right, whatever grabs your goat there, buddy. I'm cool. I mean, that's how I got Chauncey in here.
Hell yeah, baby.
I don't have any Barry White songs right off the top of my head right now. What we got? Ayla Kane, I've been at home all day. That's always good. Get your rest. Keep your legs up. Little Miss Anonymous, meowdy. Who's the character? Who's the character? It is Apocalypse. X-Men's Apocalypse. I think it's like the first time or second time I've drawn the character. It's been a while. Cyber Monster, you making your own comic? I hear Cyber Monster is. So I don't know. I'm doing my own thing. I've got ideas, but it's not at the level of Koga is at yet. Hey man, you gotta get at least 22 years worth of fact information. I got dossiers behind me, shelves full of like information on character stuff, and I gotta go through every single one of them to pick out what the heck I want to do. I have the plot and everything and everything scripted out, so it's not like I'm starting from scratch. Sanchez's answer to Koga, short story question. What was Sanchez's answer? It's coming after I'm done with all this insanity. Trust me, I'm gonna draw it in front of you guys. It's not a mystery. You'll be able to see who I'm illustrating, what I'm illustrating, the story, and everything. I was gonna put the short story up like thumbnails over on the website, but then I was like, man, the website looks so butt naked right now. I gotta fix it. So I gotta fix this stupid website. Let's see what else we got. That was a show. All right, cool. We are caught up. I'm almost done with the piece here, guys. Doing some shade work here just so it can look somewhat alive. Been messing with Legos lately, so it's kind of like the little pastime. You know, where people are like, oh, I like to draw, you know, as a pastime. I do this as a living, so it's I gotta get away from this. So I had to find a tiny hobby. I ain't gonna lie, Legos have not been tiny in a long time. Holy crap! Have you guys seen Legos nowadays? That is insane. Let's see. It's dope. I'm working on flipping that gear myself. Shadow, are you ever gonna draw your OC on a live? Me? Yeah, I've drawn my OCs on live many times. You have to go back to the I want to say it's in the 50s ish zone. What up, Zay Comics? In the sketch episodes, if you check around the 50s, you'll see a dude with big red gloves. I've drawn that's Shen, that's my main character, and then there's another dude with big brown hair and a big red outfit. That's probably in the 40s. I've drawn the vehicles, and I've drawn several things. I'm actually impressed that I can go back in my videos and be like, holy crap, I did a lot of Koga-ish type stuff in there. But once again, they're just draft designs. They're nothing that's like, okay, this is it. You know, this is the character. This is the only one that's the character is Shen. That's the only one, but you'll be able to see it. Don't worry. 20 odd years in the making, and it's finally about to drop on YouTube first, out of all places, right? All right, let me add some crinkle cuts here. Add a little character to the character. Once again, it was a $20 commission type of deal. It wasn't really a commission. It was a layout that I pre-sold, and he knew what he was getting into. He knows what my sketches look like. They're supposed to be tight roughs. He's rough. But I try to clean it up enough that it looks like a tight piece. What came out this week? You guys watch? There's discussions on the Jurassic Park. I don't know what number are they on now? 7. Rob and I were talking yesterday, and like I literally said it to the guys on the chat. I was like, dude, this gives off like, you know, JP3 vibes, and then I was talking to Rob, and Rob he said exactly what I said. I was like, this is giving off some Jurassic Park 3 vibes, guys. I don't know what to tell you, man. Is it going to be great? I don't know. Could be. I wasn't a fan of the last 3. I mean, for those who dug it, that's cool, but I wasn't a fan. I literally fell asleep on the last JP. I never saw it. I was like, look, I'm okay with the trailer. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Some people die, some people survive. You know, dinosaur. I get it. Those days of me wanting to go watch a movie when it comes out, that's been long gone. It was like the same thing with Superman. I was like, you seen one Superman, you seen them all. Relive the glory years, right? Watch some old Seinfeld on Netflix. Damn, Sanchez, you're the most boringest man on the planet. You would be wrong, sir. Oh, what we got? We got anything in chat? What's going on, guys? What did I stir up? Did I stir up anything? They not only makes comics, but he's currently funding one of them. There you go. Yeah, share the Indiegogo. Share the stuff. Share the links, guys. Well, I mean, Chauncey can only share the links, but... Psycho Slumber. Nice. I'll have to check that out. That was my thoughts on it. I was listening anonymous. Seinfeld is still hilarious. Of course it's still hilarious, man. It's Larry David. The Larry David show, dude. Still great. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed it to the last drop. This looks almost done. My polymer broke off, so all right. So I have to go by hand because I don't want to throw it out. And do I have more of these? I think so. They're around the house somewhere. Every room has like pencils and erasers, and I got like one of each of all this insanity in every room. And my floor, oh my gosh. My floor, I haven't vacuumed my floor in like about a month because I like to let all the eraser shavings just kind of pile up. And then now when I walk in with my socks, it's like my socks, it's got like rubber soles now. So it's a whole thing. All right, so we have that. And once again, these are the little $20 or 20. These are the $25 ones, but he's an old client and I always hook him up with pricing. I give him the good deals, but these are the last of the last because I gotta get on to Koga and and make people happy because they were down to see it. Down to see what it's all about. Alright, there we go. Pretty simple. I don't have my ruler around me. Oh, we got something. We always got something around. Move it, move it. Alright, get out of the way. Let me sign this real quick before I forget. You have a mute button, dummy. Let me do something here. See if I can do something. That's hieroglyphy, right? I surprised myself. It'll pass. Ta-da! Did you finish, Sanchez? Of course! Thank you. You guys are so nice to me. All right, so what do we got in the chat? Everybody's like, fire, fire, fire! Yes, more Koga. Like nothing against the new Superman film, but I'd rather watch the old ones. Oh, that's what we did this weekend. We just sat down and watched the old Supermans, and we're watching the on HBO Max. They have the new Superman, the Superman and Lois. So we got into that series. We're almost wrapping it up. I think they ended up in season 4, right? They ain't doing no more. I think the show got canceled. A little bit of visual interest on here. All right, and then just a couple of dots here and there adds character to the piece. Keep that in mind, guys, if you're working on your own stuff. Super simple, super fun. Couple of scratches, some dents. Makes people want to respect your character a little bit more. Blah. All right. There we go. Oop. Don't have too many. All right. Let me stamp it. Well, there it is, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's another episode. Fun stuff. And I signed it. See that? Look at that. You can see it. There it is. Bam. And for anybody wanted to purchase some original artwork over at ebay.com/user/buy Sanchez art. It's USR. I don't know why they do that. But the link is in the description. So if you decide to go ahead and do that, fantastic. See what I did there? Okay, so that's Apocalypse. I will get on to another video. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow, because I got to do a show with Rob on Friday. So that one won't be live. But on Thursday, I could probably pop on for a nice little sketch session in the afternoon. Keep my afro going. Hell yeah. That's how we do it, right? All right, guys. Be good, be safe, and I will check you out in the next freaking episode. Hey. Ah.